Hello Magic fans, welcome to a slightly different unboxing video. So actually, I would like to thank my local game store, Neutral Ground Centris, Pete and Jet for hooking me up with these items. So firstly, you got a new playmat. It's the Lightning Bolt Global Art for the Mystical Archives from Strixhaven. And then this pretty old, I guess, box set, Explorers of Ixalan. So these are actually on sale now. They're 1,500 pesos or around 30 US dollars from, retail price I think was about 60 US or 3,000 pesos. So I thought it was a good time to pick this up. Some cards in the set have really gone up in price. And when we tried playing with this set, it was actually quite fun to play with. So, let's open this box up and see what it contains.
Tell incredible stories, have
So based on the box, it says it contains 4 60-card decks, 50 map tiles, and 20 double-sided tokens, 36 +1/+1 counters, 4 scout markers, 4 deck boxes, and your rules insert. Okay. So I guess these are your deck boxes for the different decks. And then the rules insert plus your counters and your map tiles. And then this would be the 4 decks, I guess. Okay. Yeah. So 4 decks. And then are a bunch of different types of counters that will be used when you're playing the game using those decks. Let's open up this package first. So these would be, I guess, more of your typical deck boxes you would get with different Magic products. I think you can fit them if you single sleeve these decks. You can still fit them within these included deck boxes, and they do fit in the the game box with the different deck boxes in them. This would contain your card lists for your different decks. There. In case you wanted to take a look, there are different resources in the internet available. It's a very short rules insert, so it does assume that you already know how to play Magic. And then it just adds the benefit of how to set up the tiles for your game board and then how to use them during play. You'll see that the game pieces or the map tiles, they do have different, it's like a cost or casting cost for the different tiles, and then they have different effects. For example, the Might of the Sun Empire, you create a dinosaur token and then put 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. So you don't really know because you're supposed to shuffle them around and put them in the map. You won't know what you get, but they're mostly positive effects for, I guess, the higher cost tiles. Yeah, and then of course some of them you get to keep. Some of them have a single effect when you open the cards up. Like events happen once. I think quests you get to keep them until you complete or use up the ability, something like that. I don't really remember all of it. Yeah, so for example, event, deal 2 damage. It only happens once. Okay. And then let's go check out the decks. Okay, so first is, I guess, the Merfolk deck. Merfolk Sovereign, Soul of the Harvest, Walker of the Wilds, Aether Gale, Threads of Disloyalty. So Time Warp would be based on Goldfish median pricing today. It's like a 12.62. Soul of the Harvest is like $1. And then Rancor, of course, you get 2 copies. It's about $1.26 each. Yeah, so this is basically, there are a couple of cards with some good value, and that's why I decided to pick up. So it was actually cheaper to get the box set than to get the single that I was looking for. So next deck, I think this is called Sun Empire. I'm not entirely sure. So Burning Sun's Avatar, Regisaur Alpha, which is $1.23. You get Aggravated Assault, and the reason why I bought this deck, it's around $32.99 for right now. Disaster Radius, Hunter's Prowess, Quicksilver Amulet is about $7.30. Ancient Brontodon, Bellowing Borderland Ranger. What else have we got? Jungle Shrine is actually $1.60. And then you do get 4 copies of that in the deck. Lightning Helix is about $1. Path to Exile is $4.35. So, I mean, this specific deck, it's very good value. And that's probably the reason why. And actually the reason why I bought the deck. I mean the box set anyway. So, for this deck, it's, I think, a vampire themed deck. So, Blood Crazed Paladin, Necropolis Regent, Beacon of Immortality is about $2.25. Day of Judgment is about $2.25. Shielded by Faith is $1.66. Vanquisher's Banner $8.88. And of course, since it is a vampire themed deck, we don't know if maybe, you know, the next Innistrad set, some of the cards might go up in value. Maybe. I'm not, you know, well, as vampire themed deck. And then I think Canaan Fields are $1.40 each, and then you do get 4 copies of this land. Then we get our basics. Mortify, Prismatic Lens, Urge to Feed. Yeah, okay. And then lastly, Brazen Coalition. So the first card, Adaptive Automaton. Unfortunately, this one has a bit damage here, but it's fine. It's $3.59. Angrat's Marauders is $1.06. Blatant Thievery is $3.56. Shared Animosity is $2.69. Excuse my dog. I don't know. And then Crumbling Necropolis is $1.80, and you do get 4 copies of this land in this deck. Yep. So, I mean, all in all, it's a nice pickup, especially something you can play during game night. if you're playing with friends or some of your family members. It's also, I think, a pretty good introduction, since it does have some, they aren't like your most basic decks, and it probably requires them to have some knowledge or have some experience playing Magic. It's not like, Jumpstart or a very basic beginner type deck. And then, of course, you're adding some mechanics with the map, but it is probably a fun way to play Magic instead of just, maybe a game of Commander or something else. And yeah, it's really, you're probably going to get double your money just with the price of the cards, and then everything else is going to be for free. Yeah, so anyway, this is a very short review and unboxing for the set. And again, thanks for watching. Bye.